Hi, this is Johannes Krieger with senshi-knives, and today I want to break a world record. There is this category of tamagashiri that does not seem to be a thing within the traditional circles. Cutting one fixed tatami mat as often as possible. It seems like to be a thing I could just find on YouTube, and since I'm here as well, I want to chime in as well. The most cuts to one mat I could find was 11, so I want to achieve 12 or more cuts to one mat, while every cut travels the full circumference of the mat. I got my trusty ORCRIST, which is actually really perfect for cutting tatami mats. The shape, the weight distribution, it's very top heavy, and the very thin edge makes it a really good slicer for tatami mats and actually everything else. I got here an absolutely standard tatami mat from the internet. It's 90 by 180 centimeters or 3 by 6 feet. And I soaked it in water for, I think, a day, maybe 2, I'm not sure, and got it out of the water recently. It should have the properties of flesh, as it is meant to imitate that. And let's put it on the stand and try it out. For the angle of the cut, I have basically two options. Either cut horizontally or diagonally. The diagonal cut does waste material on the top and bottom when cutting towards the flat ends, but it is easier to cut. The horizontal cut does not waste material, but is much harder to pull off consistently. So as I'm going for exactly that, I will stick with the diagonal cut. So let's see 12 or more. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's a full one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice! 12 with the first try. But let's look at the video replay on that very thin one. Oh no, I think it's pretty clear the blade cut into the previous cutting plane and did not travel the full circumference. So I would count this as only 11 and therefore a tie. Well, that's not good enough for me. And I actually brought one more mat. One more try to break that record. Okay, so here I actually had a lot of close calls, and therefore I will provide the slow-mo alternative angle with every cut, so you can judge for yourself. Let's see how I did. Oh, it's a really big one. Good. Another big one. That wasn't the full one. That one was. I think the tip is coming there. I will try another one. Yes! 17! Nice! Absolutely shattered that record. As I earlier alluded to, there were a lot of close calls. I think I called them all correctly, but what do you think? Please let me know in the comment section down below, and as always, have a nice one. Bye!